he can hear us. Okay, I'm just waiting to go live, and then I'll move Peter in. Okay, you're now live, it says. So we'll bring Peter in, and the countdown clock is going. And
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, you're live, Peter. We're live. And a comment coming through from yesterday, which we'll hide. Okay, so live today on we are live, Peter. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Okay, just waiting for the clock. That's not my phone.
Nor mine.
That must be Peter's then.
Volumes.
Okay, we're with you in seconds. Good morning.
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 Yes, good morning, Peter. Good morning, John. Welcome to the show. This is Blabbing for Britain, episode 335. Wow. Okay.
You look like you're down the jungle.
This is a photograph I took, which is of the Quartz Garden, which is pretty close to us. Just checking.
Peter's down the harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you've got your train back.
That's Highly 1501. Great Western engine.
Okay. All right. Is there anything going on at all?
Well, I've still got the Commonwealth Games going on.
And how's it been as living through it?
Well, it doesn't really affect me because it's north of Birmingham. It's in North Birmingham, so I haven't really suffered from it, apart from when we had the equivalent of your parade when they came round all holding this bit of tin.
Baton thingy. Right.
It's
okay.
It seems that Peter's saving on steel again.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Peter's saving on steel.
Yeah, I've just let it grow, and then I have a shave, and
it makes you feel good when you have your shave, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I've done lately. I've been cycling about every day, and I've just realised the business doesn't need me the same, you know. Yeah, if I had to go and meet a customer, I would come home and I would shave all this off. Yeah. So, yeah.
See, you could have an alternative while you're growing your beard. You could stick on one of those stick-on beards, you know?
Yeah, sure.
If you've got to meet a customer, you know, or you can get them that, you know, they have elastic that go around your ears. Do you remember them when you were a kid?
Yeah. No, since we're on about gardens and things like that, you know, I go to my friend who's a lot older than me, and she likes gardening. And she's in a block of flats, but she goes outside and she's planted flowers and things in the area. Anyway, so we're on my bike, and we goes into a place called Johnston Gardens. And I wish I'd, well, she took some pictures, but I wish I videoed it live or something for you, because Johnston Gardens is a famous one for all the brides going to get photographed. It's such a beautiful garden. Yet, I had never really been in it. And I went in yesterday, and I'm really enjoying my city and other people's cities when I see flowers. I really appreciate flowers now, and what Sheila's done in the back garden. And I must get some video of it for you, because it's a beautiful place. And I've just come back from Glasgow again. And you know something? I hired the bikes again, and I had them for 3 days. And I saw bits of Glasgow that I'd never seen. I met people, people spoke to me, asked how the bikes worked, and this is Glaswegians. I've put 3 or 4 people onto Cycling UK so they could have insurance because they didn't know about it. And I had a fantastic time down in Glasgow. But the bikes are very, very heavy. And boy, did I keep fit. So when I came back home on the bus on Monday, I said, I'm going to have to go biking more often. And I decided to go down to Lidl's on the bike with 2 bags and to get my messages. And you know, somebody lifted me up one bit. I could put it above my head. My own bike was that light, but it certainly built me up. So if you've never been cycling, folks, go and get an electric bike and go and see your city, learn more about your city, and I will guarantee that you will find more in your city.
I've upgraded my XSplit because I watched Stephen's talk about it, and I actually think it's worse because no matter what I do, I can't get rid of the headrest on the back of my thing, and you can't remove it either. And it never used to show as much as this before.
I just upgraded before we come on. It annoyed me, so I says, right, I'm going to do it. So how does mine look?
Fine.
Yeah.
Fully upgraded. Do you know one thing I picked up from the cycling? I was speaking to someone. I was near Celtic Park, the football stadium, and I was speaking to a guy. Aberdeen had seen we'd been playing. I didn't know. I don't watch football, but he said you want to see the amount of people that actually go to the football on their bicycles. There's loads of people on bicycles turning up at a football to get there now, you know. And but hey, the bicycle is here, guys, and never has there been a better time than now to buy an electric bike. Various reasons, but here's the thing: the Scottish government put out money, thousands and thousands of pounds, for people to buy bikes. Do you know how many applied and got it?
A couple of hundred.
John, what do you think?
I really haven't a clue. Thousands?
2.
Oh, funny enough, I was going to say you and your mate.
And here's the reason. I found out. I spoke to her. Why was this? I said. He says, 1, you had to give up your car.
Right.
And he says, the guy told me there was so many stipulations about it. It was unbelievable. 2, so you'd physically to give up your car to get this, right? So I thought that was nobody's going to give up their car, no matter what. Another thing is, there is also one called the Energy Saving Trust in Scotland. I don't know if it's in England, but they will give you a loan up to £3,000 for a bike with no interest. And I know people are getting that. Okay, that's Pete's tip for today. Wow. Right, Stephen, what's on the news?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about Tory leadership or not? It's getting boring now.
It's went on far too. I tell you what I would love. This was being spoken about yesterday. I would love if Boris Johnson, right, was allowed to come back into the race, right? Because remember, it was 40% of people that wanted rid of him within the government. But when they're going around the constituencies, people are saying, why did you get rid of Boris? Did you know that?
I did, Peter, but once you've held a referendum, then you can't go back and do it again, can you?
Well, tell the Scottish government that.
I was thinking particularly of the Brexit vote. You can't do it again, so Boris can't do it again.
No, well, but it's the same with Scott. I was on radio last night talking about Nicola Sturgeon always says the Scottish people have a mandate. No, they don't. The quiet majority have the mandate. Yeah, they've already said we're not breaking up the United Kingdom. We had our vote. We've had our vote. There's no going back. And this is what people in England share and the rest of the world have got to read. Somebody's out there shouting, give us the vote again, give us a go. But the people that voted against it are just sitting at home going, yeah, sure, we've done it. Same as Brexit.
That's complete now. Yeah, there's no going back at all.
As English
Brexit's
people,
done deal.
as Englishmen, do you think there should be a second British vote, Scottish vote?
I've no.
To be
I'm not
honest with
Scottish.
you,
I'm not in
it's
Scotland.
just noise from north of the border, and 99% of British people don't give a monkeys. They're not interested.
Yeah, okay, just a bit. Did you notice Stephen Beanie's liberal self again now?
I don't have a horse in the race, Peter. So,
well, here's the thing, right? If Scotland did get their independence, I think it'll happen one day. You know, I really will. And probably Northern Ireland will become Ireland one day by some means or other. And you know what will have to happen then? Guess what will have to happen?
No, carry on.
The European Union will tell Scotland to put up a border. They will tell them you need to put up a border. So there will be a physical border between Scotland and England. What's your thoughts on that one?
Well, the Romans tried it.
Yeah, but it's just I'm being serious because if we drop the protocol or whatever, what was it? If we go in for Article 16 and just say, right, we've had enough, it's all over, Ireland will have to put in a border. They will have to put it in under the authority of the European Union. What say you, gentlemen?
Well, look, last time they put a barrier between us and Scotland, it was to keep you lot out of our place. So, you know, will it be a repeat of that?
Yeah, it's basically just making things too complicated. It's just what we've got now works, so why change it?
Well, you do realise there's a party wanting to be England for the England. Do you know that? England. They say Scottish have got a parliament.
Yeah.
Irish have got a parliament. Northern Irish have got a parliament. Why don't we, as England, get our own parliament? England.
There's lots of people saying that it should be based in Leeds or somewhere like that.
But the thing is, I agree with them. And then there should be an overall federal government, or whatever you want to call it, all-encompassing authority for the whole United Kingdom. And I really do think the English should get their own parliament and English votes for English matters. That's what I say. What do you say?
Yes.
Okay, right.
I mean, that's putting another layer of government in, and we do have too much government at the moment. I think the thing is that how would it work? What would happen to education and defence and?
Well, it wouldn't change because the British government would have overall authority of defence, national emergencies like pandemics, because we've got the situation now. Scotland says one thing, the government says another, and then Welsh says something else, and Northern Ireland says something else. We've got it now. We've got it now. And the person I watch about England for England and their own vote, right? They're having to put up with everybody else's, but they're not allowed to say anything. Oh. I'll have to go. Put me on silent, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Surely.
Hi, Andy.
That's worked. Okay. So Peter is silent, and I'll hide that. Okay. And it's all quiet because Peter's not here and there's nobody to say anything. Is there a lag on my video feed?
Sorry?
Is there a lag on my feed? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your lips aren't moving.
Right. Okay.
They start to
when
move
Peter-
again now, but they're not in sync with your voice.
They're not in sync at all, are they? It's rubbish. Right. I'm gonna switch off XSplit VCam as soon as we get Peter back. In fact, what I can do is, okay, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. So now you've got two of me. Okay. So now there are two of me. I'm going to take this one of me away. Okay. Right. So I'm on my second camera. Peter's back. Switch Peter on. And I'm just going to get rid of XSplit VCam. It worked fine yesterday. It's obviously...
Well, it's not working fine for me either because you keep seeing big black bits. And when Peter moves, you see holes in his black jumper.
Do I?
Yeah.
How's that?
Don't know.
No,
But when you were on the phone, when you were moving, you could actually see the water through your black jumper.
Right. Oh.
It's all right now.
We can never win with this, can we?
Well, we all need professional studios at home, you know, with dedicated super cams and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Stephen, could you do me a favour? Could you send me a link to where you got your background of the brick wall? I'm looking for something solid, you know, to hang down.
Right. Okay. If you go to stephenhealy.live, you'll find it in the carousel. stephenhealy.live, and it'll be down in the carousel. Just scroll across. It's the Fovitech green screen.
Fogitech.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, that's that then. So,
Right, so Kelly, you're not seeing double. There is only one of me, but two cameras. Say good morning to Kelly.
Now, which camera looks the best?
So wait a minute, you can't hear me.
We can hear you.
That's on the phone. We can hear you. You must be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Alexa's started up now. See what you've started, Kelly? It's all good now. Okay.
Right.
Right. I've got to hide one of me. Which one shall I hide?
Hide the left one, the one that we are looking at. It's you're more bright on the right. Upwards the better one.
Now, to me, the other one was the better one because Steve looked.
Just keep
in mind that which one should go.
Oh, the one with the darker background, you look so much better. The one you removed last time is the better of the two. But then that's your 4K camera, isn't it? Or you've got that set.
Yeah, they're both 4K, but they're only working in 720.
Well, the one looks so much more realistic than the other. It's not true.
Well, the colours on the Brio are actually oversaturated, which shows, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I've got to say that, yeah, this is my favourite camera. So
that looks good to me.
And I think the other one looks far better. But you know,
although one side of your face has got more light going on to it than the other.
Yeah.
I've actually got two lights on today.
See, Kelly agrees with me. The other one was better.
Right.
It's these people who've got two cameras. That's the the luxury people.
3 cameras, please.
3.
Yeah.
Which else? What other one have you got now?
I've got 2 Obspots. I've got the Obspot 1080 and the Obspot 4K, and then the Brio,
Right.
then the C920. So in total, there are 4 cameras, but only 3 connected.
I've
But you've got
still
to
used
remember,
mine.
I actually sell the darn things. So
Yeah.
there's a reason for having so many cameras.
I'm still using my good old C920 that I've had for donkey's years. What have you got, Peter?
Oh, I've got my C920 that I've had for a while now. I'm more into buying. Do you know? I'm more into buying cycling gadgets. I thought I had a bag and it kept moving when I was cycling, and I thought, I don't know if you heard of 58 webbing in the army. They had like a backpack at the front, right? Bit of a square front, you know.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah.
those.
So I put in front pack for cycling, and it was like a backpack, but at the front, brilliant. And I met my cousin. I went down and saw him on my bike, and the first thing he says, "Where did you get that?" So, and it sits there. It doesn't move. You put your phone in it. You put your phone charger in it. You put your wallet in it, and it's all there. It's been brilliant. It was a really, really good purchase. You know, I think it came from China, but I got it on Amazon.
Right. Okay. Speaking of China, Nancy Pelosi, Taiwan. Do you think they're going to invade?
No.
Interesting.
Well, it is. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. They've watched Russia get away with it.
That's it. That would be my point, Peter. Yeah.
And so Taiwan isn't part of China just now, is it?
No, Taiwan. It's independent.
But all they done
was.
when Nancy Pelosi went there, they said all they done was showed their troops. They put their troops in the border of it, etc., etc., etc. But I don't know what Nancy's up to. But I'll tell you an interesting thing I've seen on TikTok with Nancy, and I knew about this anyway, right? And TikTok and says they were watching Nancy Pelosi's husband's shares, right? And they were going into a meeting, and he says, here, Nancy Pelosi's husband sells Apple shares and then buys this shares. And then she was at a meeting and the shares goes up. He says, anywhere else, it would be called insider dealing.
Possibly,
you know?
yeah.
It was quite interesting. And I maybe told you before, people on Twitter says, follow Nancy Pelosi's husband, find out what shares he's getting and buy them because they're going to go up shortly. And I smell corruption. Yes.
Right. And Ukrainians are counterattacking around Kherson.
Are they?
Yeah. They started counterattacking, destroying bridges and infrastructure and isolating the city itself. And more people are leaving Kherson. Again, the city is just under siege.
Yeah. Do you know, I got an email from my friend who's of Ukrainian descent. He says, Peter, I just can't get a translator for you. He says, it's a long time of day. People are working. They can speak. And all the interpreters have gone to the forces for training. So just can't get hold of one for the time we need. That's amazing, is it?
Yeah. It is. Okay. Fuel prices.
Dropping like a stone round here.
Are they?
Every time I drive past the garage, another penny or tuppence has gone off. It's got really competitive round south of Birmingham, certainly.
Yeah.
That's good news.
That's why I'm looking at an electric bike again. I really am. You know, they're so convenient. They're a convenience. They're a mode of transport that is absolutely brilliant. It really is. And no waiting for buses, no parking problems,
Do you know what they use them for around here?
deliveries.
No. They put masks on and they rob women who are carrying handbags.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
They wear
That's
know,
unfortunate.
a balaclava with just head eye holes,
Yeah, that's not so good.
and ladies get robbed.
Yeah,
They use ordinary bikes as well, but they
yeah.
like electric bikes for it now because they can just accelerate
Well,
away.
you know, whoever gets into government next, I hope that there's serious crackdown on crime like that. Really brutal. Because I'll tell you what happened the other day. You probably haven't seen it. You know Lawrence Fox, the actor. Okay. He put out a tweet about something. A man in Hampshire retweeted it. Somebody said they were offended. I think 7 police turned up to his door. Now, Lawrence Fox and someone else turned up to film it, right? And the man got arrested in front of them. Do you know what happened after that, John?
No idea.
The commissioner for the police, or the top one, I don't know where it was, chief.
Well, in Hampshire, it'd be a chief constable.
Pardon?
In Hampshire, it would be a chief.
Yeah, so what they said was, this is a total waste of police resources. This should have been saved for burglaries, etc., etc., real policing. And the guy was de-arrested. It went no further. You know?
Yeah.
I could say something. You could say something here I like, and I can say, go and get that John Upton arrested. He offended me. You know? We've came to this. This is what the country's like now, and it's got to stop. What about this? 7 people raid a house who robbed a granny. 7 police officers turn up of the famous bike thief. He's in jail. That's what we want to hear. Yeah. And I'm glad that there's people like that starting to come in. And as I tell you, even Manchester police have been told to shave. Did you know that one, John?
You were mentioning that last week.
Yeah, I think it's great. And that's what 7 people. An ex Royal Marine, this guy was that got arrested. 22 years in the army, and all he did was retweet something. Lawrence Fox went down. He says, "Don't worry, you'll get our solicitors and everything to help you." And the guy says, "Why are you arresting me for the tweet that man put out?" But he's been de-arrested, and it was all over the media. Did you know about that?
No.
You know, you need to watch GB News every so often.
I don't watch the telly.
Neither do I. Watch it on YouTube. Stephen, where have you went?
I'm sorry, I'm just taking a breather. I'm still here.
Okay,
He was having a puff, weren't you,
Right.
Stephen?
No, I'm feeling a bit sick.
John,
I'm not on top form today, so I'm just hiding.
John,
Right.
what do you say about law and order at the moment?
Well, it's a big topic here because they want to close the town centre police station.
Right.
And then they want to police the whole of Solihull from Chelmsley Wood, which is tucked right up in the north.
Right.
So how do they get to Knoll, which is in the south, quickly instead of going from the centre? But then on the other hand, we lost our ambulance station and that moved to Erdington.
Right.
That didn't work very well. So now they have ambulances stationed at Solihull Hospital. Right.
It's all about cutbacks until you need the resources, and you know.
Well, the ambulance station was a double-edged sword. First of all, they took all our local ambulances away,
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a few now that sit in the car park. They've actually got a reserved area in the car park for
Yeah.
ambulances on standby. But what caused an even greater fuss was the ambulance station was turned into a masjid, a Muslim place of worship.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. Did I tell you about
They've opened it. They've made it a community-oriented place, and
Yeah.
several things happen there that have got nothing to do with religion at all.
Right, interesting. In Glasgow at the weekend, I went into Glasgow Green on my bike, and there was all these Nigerian people, right? Masses of them. And they were cooking a big barbecue and everything. And maybe me went over and spoke to them. I said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Well, we're just having a big barbecue, church barbecue." I said, "Oh, very good." And I started chatting away. Oh, who's this? No. Oh, John, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
Just me.
Hello, Peter.
Come back, Stephen. All is forgiven. It's a very nice railway train behind me, 1501, made by the GWR in Swindon, I think it was.
Yeah.
You're back, Stephen.
I'm back, but I'm not at full steam.
You feeling a bit rough today or something?
Yep. Yeah.
Your eyes look a bit watery.
They are. They definitely are. Is Peter gesticulating that he wants to come back? Yes.
Yes.
Bring Peter back.
Okay. Sorry about that. It's just for... No, listen, I'll finish a story about the Nigerians, right? So I'm chatting away, and the guy had a mark on his face. I says, "If you don't mind, Mark, what that mark, is that?" He says, "Yeah, it's my tribal mark." He says, "That means I'm from the east of Nigeria." I says, "I've got a friend in Aberdeen called Edward Obi. He'll be from the south." And it was great. Then he said, "Would you like a sausage from the..." I said, "Of course." That's why I went over, actually. And so I'm standing there eating a sausage from them. And then he says to me, why is there not a lot of people like Christians anymore? He says, I says, "No, you tell us about Christianity." And I says, "I'll tell you why. I personally don't like it." I says, "Because there's too many hypocrites in it. You know, we found a lot of them out what they're for. A lot of them, you know." And so we just had a great discussion. And I thanked them for the sausage, and I went away. But the other thing I've got to tell you, poor Sheila, and I've never seen her like this before, is lying down with COVID.
Oh my gosh.
She's got COVID. She must have got it away at the dog agility at the weekend, but I've never seen her so ill. She's really ill. So I've had to do everything and take the dogs out and cook and look after her and stuff like that, and it takes a lot for her to be ill, you know. She's a hardy woman from the north. So that was it. So, as I say, I would encourage you guys to go and get an electric bike or something since you're a bit older now, and go and see things that you would never see. I mean, Glasgow, I have never seen so much in all my life of a city I didn't know, and I just used to go in and out, different streets. Say, "What's this? What's that? What's that?" And next time I go down, I'm going to the police museum there. I didn't know there was a police museum. I'll be there next time. And people, when I tell people back here, John, I say, "So what do you do?" I says, I went out and I was singing till 2:30 in the morning on my bicycle. I visit all the pubs on my bike, and even the people down there know me. "Oh, Peter, have you got your bike today?" It goes, "Yeah, it's outside waiting on me." Great scheme. However, I went out to, I says, "Right, I broke my glasses. I bought about 10 pairs, and the 2 pairs I took, I broke the lens, snapped them." I says, "Right." And I typed in Home Bargains, and I started cycling out to say it was much longer than I thought. And I'm cycling, and I gets to Home Bargains. It was shut. It was getting redeveloped. So I went round all the local other. No, I couldn't get specs. So I said, right, I seen a Morrison's. I'll go and get breakfast. So I went in and had breakfast. Now, when you park the bike, right, you say, you hit the app and park, and then you push a button down the bike and it pings and it says parked. You're still getting charged and the bike is parked. Fine. So I'm sitting in Morrison's. The app goes ping. It says, you have returned the bike to a railway station. I can't remember the name of it. I says, how can I return the bike when I'm sitting in Morrison's? So I went out and the bike was gone.
Oh.
And before that, I've been no, isn't Morrison's isn't an official station for the bikes, right? There have been 2 electric bikes sitting there, so people obviously done their shopping. And when I went out, there was only 1 bike left, and it wasn't mine. So I phoned up, and it was a German. I says, my bike's gone. Oh, you returned it. I says, I didn't return it. It says you have returned it. I says, you verstehen me. She put a phone down and went, phone back. And I say, how can I return a bike that's still on hire when I just parked it? I says, luckily enough, there's another bike here. She's just hire another one. I says, but that's not a point. What if that other one hadn't been here? So it really it let them down. So that one other bike, I just rehired it. Just to remind you, it's £5 for 24 hours. It's very good. But that was my only thing with it. Their German efficiency let them down that day. Well, their customer supported. So I just don't know what happened. I didn't get charged for it, but it annoyed me because I was in the middle of a place I didn't know, you know. So that was my story of the bike.
Did you hear any noises just then?
No.
Because this is incredible. We were just actually doing the radiator outside my office, and it was a hell of a noise.
Well,
So,
that crisp is brilliant. It really is. It really is. I bought a new laptop. 1,200 quid. 1,200 quid.
You get a lot for 1,200 quid though, Peter. So
yeah, well, what happened is when I go, I'm starting singing again. I've got some singing gigs to go. And what happened was I had two portable discs, and I kept dropping them. And then one of them wouldn't work. So I went down, seen the guy. I says, I'm wanting everything here into a new laptop, you know? So he's working on it. He says, this one's damaged. He's still trying to retrieve everything. So I'm getting all my discs put in, then the software recognize them. It's to recognize what it is. And then I don't have to carry discs anymore, apart from a spare laptop and a main disc that I can plug it if necessary. So that's what I'm doing just now. But 1,200 quid, it's got a lot of, I think it's 2 terabyte or something, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
You know, and somebody's phone's going.
Let's be honest this time.
volume's off, but it's still ringing.
Yeah,
I must have just turned the wrong volume off. That's all. That's the trouble with modern phones. Too many volumes.
Media sounds and that sound and this sound, and you think you've turned it off and it hasn't, and it does me nothing. So see this thing as well. Here we go. The amount of times I've dropped that recently, I'm just sick of it. So I'm just going to keep going until it stops working. Hey, do you think I suit my unshaven look? What do you think? If people want to type in, let me know. Kelly, do you like my unshaven look? John?
See, I think you need a donkey jacket, you know. Do you remember the donkey jackets?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You know.
Why would I need a donkey jacket? To go with the beard?
Then and a pair of NHS glasses, and then you could be a workman, you know.
Oh,
working
well,
on the road, or
I better go and get a shave then. Do you know, I just love having a good shave, you know. Oh, you feel like $1 million. Right. Anything else happening in the news, guys? John, what's your latest gadget?
have I bought anything lately? I actually haven't bought any gadgets lately.
Okay. Well, I just bought one this morning, and is a USB-C into my phone because I don't like anything really going into my ears. And a lot of ones I've got for this phone, they've got to go into the USB, and I don't like them. So I've got over-the-ear ones ordered. No, they're just over the ear so they don't fall off. So I'm getting that.
But not Bluetooth. Just
No, I
traditional.
don't really like Bluetooth a lot. However, do you know my all-time favorite gadget? Do you know what it is? It is the Terrano XT thing for my helmet.
Oh, your bone shaky things.
I know the thing that goes on my helmet. It's a radio,
Oh, right.
it's a phone, it's a two-way radio. And I've got it set up when I'm cycling. People think I'm daft. They hear me speaking as I go along the road, you know. And suppliers phone me up and says, "It's convenient to speak, Peter." I says, "Yeah, I'm cycling." And then I say, "What's it sound like?" He says, "You wouldn't know you were cycling," you know. And sometimes I pull in and chat, but it's a fantastic Peter. It is I can really highly recommend it if anybody wants it. The Terrano XT, brilliant piece of kit. What other? I'll tell you what I done in Glasgow. Because I didn't take that helmet with me. I had another helmet. I open this new pouch and I open it and I tell it where I'm going, the phone. I won't say the name because it'll all go off and things. So I tell it, Mr. G, to go to where I'm navigate to, and I listen to it as I go along. At the next junction, turn left. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, you know? So that's my sort of stuff that I'm doing. John?
Gadget wise, the switch went on my mini tiller. It's taken 36 years for it to fail, but it failed. And of
What, is
course,
it broke?
it's 6 years old. Can I find a replacement part? In the end, after not months, but 6 weeks of searching, I actually found a second-hand one on eBay.
What is it broke? What is it broke?
The on-off switch.
Oh, right.
And it's just failed. So that arrived yesterday, so I've got to fit that today. So that's my height of gadgets.
Do you know, I've got my feet worked on just now, and I bought a thing that you put over your ankle for a shower. Useless. It flooded. I got a sock.
So that's a bathing cap that you put on your
Yeah, it's
foot.
a bathing thing for your feet. And it ruined it. And then, so it went back. And then I've got a sock that was too tight. No, you put on for going in water. It was too tight. And what I like about Amazon, you just say, right, it's going back. You get your code and I take it down to the post office depot. And it's just beep. And that's it. Brilliant. Really is good. And I get all my Americano coffee out of there now because nobody sells the little ones anymore. No, none of my stores sell it anymore. Yeah. So I get that from Amazon. And I'll tell you what, another good purchase. Right, close your ears if you don't want it. It's okay. I've got this cream that you put under your armpits for sweatiness. And it's brilliant. It really is good, you know? So that's that. And I think that's basically all the stuff I get just now. Yeah. Stephen, what's your latest purchase?
Latest purchase. Okay, I'll come back. Just give me a second.
You can still speak.
I know I can still speak. Latest purchase is, I've got the wall, the background wall,
Yeah.
and I had it over my green screen.
Yes.
I actually bought a stand,
Okay.
so the photography background is now on a stand, which means I can use my green screen again because it's not hidden behind the photography background.
So when
that's
do you use it?
Sorry?
When do you use it? Amazon Live.
Yeah. I mean, the thing on Amazon Live, I can't actually use a green screen or background removal software
Yes,
like
I know.
you, because I can't demonstrate anything. Because if I pick this up,
Yeah.
it gets lost. You can't see it properly. So I have to have a solid background to go on Amazon Live.
Can you tell me if more people are doing Amazon Live now in America?
There are more people joining every week. I mean, there are over 2,000 now. And
Right.
on Monday of this week, Be Live went live on Amazon Live. As myself, Daniel Meyer, the CEO, Nick Wood, and Grant Saunders, stage hypnotist, and we went live on Amazon Live. We're trying to get Be Live qualified as an influencer. So we were doing the live broadcast. We all showed 3 different items, and it's good fun. It worked well.
Now, after the summer, I'm closing all my Facebook accounts and starting fresh. I've just made that decision. I can't be done with 2 phones and missing. People have been, I put on my messenger, please, if you want us, services at and telephone number, right? And they still put a message to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm clearing it all out. Do you know there's a lot of executives leaving their friends at FB or Meta? Did you know that? That was reported yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Do you think it's had its day?
So I'm not totally with it, Peter. Just speak to John. Hang on.
Okay, right. John, do you use Facebook still much?
Every day.
Okay, you're still using it.
A lot, yeah.
What do you think its
It's my
future
main
is?
social channel.
Okay.
I've got Instagram and all the other things, but
Yeah.
and TikTok. In fact, I'm going to take TikTok off my phone because I'm fed up of being told there's yet another thing. You now have 97 requests.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm
Right.
sure.
So
But you surely can take those. Mind you, I met that Google ad expert on it who'd left Google, and it's actually brought the price of my clicks down dramatically, and so it was quite interesting. It was well worth looking into that. But there's another one called Hike SEO. Have you heard of that one?
There's about 50 million SEO packages.
I know, but I think I do quite well out of it. I can't really complain of what I get. We're actually mega busy, So, well, the guys are, but that's because all the hard work I put in the early years.
Indeed.
No, I've just stopped feeling guilty about it anymore. Just I used to take ill with it, but not anymore because I could die tomorrow.
We hope not, Peter.
Yeah, but you just never know. I mean, I would have.
We'll let you live till at least Sunday.
There's too many people that I know that are young have passed away recently.
It's getting to be quite a big thing.
Yeah.
People in their late 50s.
Yeah.
And they've had heart attacks.
Yeah.
And
and
a lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of heart attacks in young people lately. A lot, Say no more. When you can't get a holiday either, John. You're not a holidaying man, are you?
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind going in October when the kids, or late September when the kids have gone back.
Yeah.
But at the moment, as Celia says, she can't walk very far, so
Yeah.
it's not really hardly worth going, you know.
But you're not an abroad type person, are you?
Oh no, never have been.
Yeah.
I've travelled all over the world business-wise, and we
Yeah.
have been on holiday abroad. I mean, we did the Orient Express, so we to
All right.
Venice and back. Well, to Venice and flew back.
Okay.
When the kids were younger, we flew to Los Angeles and then travelled up by car.
Oh, so you
and
have
back.
done a bit in your life.
So we have done some international
That's
stuff.
good. Yeah. What was your best holiday ever?
Best holiday ever. I don't know. I like Devon and Cornwall, to be honest. And,
Oh, I used to go down there. Yeah.
uh,
Well,
we've got a favourite place that we stay at just outside Tavistock.
okay.
And that's, you know, where I like going. And Tavistock, of course, is right on the border between Devon and Cornwall and right in the middle. So you can just go more or less anywhere in Devon and Cornwall.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've got a camper van, and I've only been in it once.
Didn't you fall out of bed?
Yeah, I fell out the bed. The little one said. And Sheila went away last week, and she sent me the picture. She sent me the picture, looking at the back, standing at the front and the back, and has the little dog lying on the bed, and then Poppy lying on her bed, and they're taking over. They're taking over the camper van. We've never even tried the awning yet, you know. And when I did go in a camper van, I didn't enjoy it because I had the police phoning me, the insurance phoning me, because the old guy had smashed the van up, remember? Which I've just paid £1,800 extra for. And the insurance broke my heart. But I really need a holiday. I mean,
So where do you want to go, Peter? That's the question.
Well, you can't. I couldn't. Even my flight to Luton was cancelled this year. You can't listen. You can't trust airplanes now. You just don't know if you're going to get bumped. It's ridiculous. You know, ridiculous. You know. So, anything new in the news for you then, Joe? Go and look, see what it be. Hit a BBC and see what it's saying.
The BBC.
See what you're.
The BBC is not saying much. Our interest rates are expected to go up today.
Right. Okay. I wonder how much by.
0.5%, they reckon, up to 1.75.
It doesn't really mean much to me, but to some people, it's the difference with not being able to pay their mortgage. You know, just that wee lies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What's the answer to it all?
I don't know what the answer is, but I do have. Basically, what I've just done is I've recorded the noise that I can hear, but you can't hear, and
Right.
hopefully, if this works, just a minute. I need to turn crisp off. It won't let me do it. It won't let me do it.
I did hear speaking.
I've got it recorded for posterity.
Okay.
That's cheered me up. So I'll play that next week. I'll work out how to set it all up. Okay. I'm going to get a new gimbal. I'm going to go to a DJI gimbal, which is the sort of Rolls Royce of gimbals.
Yeah.
And and the other thing I need is a wireless microphone, because I've got I've got my trusted lapel microphone to use
Yeah.
with the mobile phone, and I actually got to go with that. I mean, the thing is that mobile phones don't have audio sockets. Yeah, you
Yes.
can't plug that into a recent mobile phone. So I got this little widget, which is a USB-C to 3.5 mil,
Yeah.
and you just go like that, and then you can plug that into your phone like so, and you
Yeah.
can use your wired lapel microphone on the phone.
But you can't charge your phone at the same time.
No, it's true, but you wouldn't be. There is that, Peter. There is only one socket. So I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm not keen on wires now, really, but it's so you're going to get a Bluetooth mic.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They're a bit expensive though.
Well, I found one the other day for $35, and it was
Okay.
2 microphones, and then I read the reviews, and they said this is crap. The
Yeah,
audio,
that's what I find. Anything under about 140 quid, because that's something I've wanted as a Bluetooth microphone, and the reviews are crap. Anything, and you've got to spend like 140 quid.
Did you look at High Mic?
40 quid. Sorry?
High Mic, one of the guys from the PSA, he was involved with it. It's called High Mic.
Yeah, that's the 140 quid thing.
Is that what it is?
And it works with Apple. So there's your bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good at all. Phone is definitely Android. The best one I've seen is Christa Boven in Belgium, and she has got a Saramonica.
Okay.
About $250, but it is 2 microphones, and you can have 2 people 150 foot apart talking to each other. Just works.
Right.
High quality, as John said, you've got to pay the money, otherwise you get in rubbish. You know, I mean, we can get a wired lapel microphone. I mean, it's my fun work. Just a minute. Carry on talking. I can't hear a thing.
Okay, we can't. I'll tell you, I can tell you your crisp is working very well. Very well. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Well, John, you heard it. I'll tell you, Stephen's crisp is working very well. If there's a lot of noise behind him, we can't hear it.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I mean, I'm sat in front of the speakers. I couldn't hear a darn thing.
Wow.
I know they've done 6 radiators now. They've got 4 5 to go.
What are they doing? Draining them or?
Yeah, a total workover, remake, improvement. They're draining them all. Okay, and then they've got this wonderful noisy gadget, which they attach to each radio.
You're having it flush then?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because all the sediment collects in the bottom of the radiator, and that stops it from working efficiently.
Yeah.
We had a magic machine connected to ours that flushed the whole thing.
Yeah.
It took 6 hours. Cost a small fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is about 300 quid.
Well, I'll tell you something, Stephen. That crisp has worked absolutely well. You should, if this is recorded, you should clip it and tell everybody about, because that is excellent. It really, really is. You know. And
Right, I didn't think I'd be able to say this half an hour ago, but I'm coming around slowly. John, it's over to you.
Oh gosh, is it over to me? Has anybody seen the Sainsbury's poster?
No.
It's got a Swede, a carrot, and a lime, and then underneath it says "Sing it for the Lionesses." And I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and then I realised it's sweet carrot lime. Okay. These are posters all around the place on big billboards advertising Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Anyway, so on that awful note, It's goodbye from the unshaven of Scotland. It's goodbye from my not too happy friend, because he doesn't look too happy anyway, in Wiltshire. I hope it gets better later today as the day goes on. And it's from me in Solihull in the middle of England. So bye, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. Okay.